Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Core English Podcast. I am your host, Luna.
And I am Jasper. Welcome to our cozy corner of the internet.
Today, we are going to talk about a mistake that almost every English learner makes. I call it the Sunday binge.
The Sunday binge. Oh, I know this one. It usually involves a lot of coffee, a giant grammar textbook, and a lot of guilt.
Exactly. Tell our listeners what the Sunday binge looks like.
Well, from Monday to Saturday, you are too busy to study English. You work, you cook, you watch TV, and you feel guilty. So you say, this Sunday, I'm going to study for 4 hours straight. I will conquer the English language.
And what happens on Sunday?
You sit at your desk, you open the book, you study for exactly 42 minutes, your brain starts melting, you check your phone, and then you take a 3-hour nap.
Yes, and even if you do manage to study for 4 hours, by Tuesday, your brain has forgotten 90% of what you learned.
It is exhausting. It makes learning English feel like a terrible punishment.
It does, and that is because the human brain does not learn languages through binging. You cannot go to the gym once a month, lift a 500-pound weight, and expect to get strong.
You'll just break your back.
Exactly. Fluency doesn't come from studying for 4 hours once a week. Fluency comes from interacting with the language for 15 minutes every single day.
Consistency beats intensity.
Always. Consistency beats intensity. Today, we are going to throw away your grammar textbooks. We're going to design a daily English routine that requires 0 extra time in your day.
0 extra time? How is that possible? I have to sleep.
Because we're not going to add English to your life. We're going to layer English over the things you already do.
Ah, layering, like adding cheese to a sandwich. I love this idea.
Let's break down the perfect life-changing daily routine.
Okay, Luna, my alarm goes off. It's 7 a.m. I'm tired. My eyes are closed. What is the first step of the routine? Do I read Shakespeare in bed?
No Shakespeare before breakfast. The first step is what I call the first thought flip.
The first thought flip.
When you wake up, what is the very first thought in your head?
Usually it is, oh no, is it morning already? I want 5 more minutes of sleep.
Yes, but you think that thought in your native language, right?
Of course, my brain is only operating at 10% capacity.
Tomorrow morning, I want you to force that very first thought to be in English. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just look at the ceiling and think, I am so tired, or I need coffee, or it is raining.
So I'm flipping the language switch in my brain before my feet even touch the floor.
Exactly. It tells your brain, hey, we're operating in English today. Now you get out of bed and walk to the bathroom. What is step 2?
Brushing my teeth.
Yes, brushing your teeth takes about 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes of dead time.
Dead time, meaning my hands are busy, but my brain is doing nothing.
Exactly. So we use the Bathroom Narrator technique. While you're brushing your teeth, I want you to look in the mirror and plan your day in English. Out loud if you can, or just in your head.
Today I have to go to the office. I need to send an email to my boss. I'm going to have pasta for lunch.
Perfect. But Luna, what if I don't know the word for something? What if I want to say, I need to iron my shirt, but I don't know the word iron? Excellent question. If you hit a blank wall, don't stop. Describe it. Say, I need to make my shirt flat and hot.
Flat and hot. That's brilliant.
The goal isn't perfect vocabulary. The goal is keeping the English momentum going for 2 solid minutes. By the time you spit out your toothpaste, you've already practiced speaking English and you haven't even started your day yet.
Okay, I'm dressed. My shirt is flat and hot. Now I have to go to work. I drive for 30 minutes every day, or maybe our listeners take the bus or the train.
The commute is the absolute goldmine of language learning. It's the biggest piece of dead time in your day.
So what do I do? Listen to English music?
English music is great for relaxing, but it's not great for active learning because songs bend grammar and pronunciation to fit the melody.
True, pop singers mumble a lot.
So, you're going to listen to an English podcast, like this one, but you can't just listen passively.
What do you mean? If I'm driving, I have to watch the road. I can't take notes.
You don't need a notebook, you just need your voice. We're going to do the 5-minute shadowing challenge.
Shadowing. We've talked about this before. It means repeating what the speaker says exactly how they say it.
Yes, for the first 25 minutes of your drive, just listen and enjoy the podcast. But for the last 5 minutes, turn the volume up and become my shadow.
So if you say the commute is an absolute goldmine, I wait 1 second and say out loud to my empty car, the commute is an absolute goldmine.
Yes, try to copy my exact intonation. If my voice goes up, your voice goes up. If I pause, you pause.
I feel like a parrot.
You are a parrot, but a very smart parrot. Shadowing trains the physical muscles of your mouth. When you speak your native language, you use certain facial muscles. English requires different muscles. If you don't physically train them, you will always have a heavy accent.
So my car becomes my pronunciation gym. I love it. And if people in the other cars look me weirdly, I don't care. I'm getting fluent.
Exactly. Let them stare.
All right, Luna, I've arrived at work. Or maybe I'm at university. My day is busy. I don't have time to think about English anymore. I have spreadsheets to do.
I know you're busy, so we're going to use digital immersion. This requires 0 minutes of extra time.
0 minutes. Okay, hit me.
Step 1, change the language on your smartphone to English right now.
Oh, that's scary. What if I can't find my settings? What if I accidentally delete all my photos?
You won't. You know where the buttons are by muscle memory. But now, every time you look at your phone, you're reading English. Settings, notifications, delete, share. You'll look at your phone 100 times today. That's 100 micro lessons.
That's true. It forces my brain to accept English as my default reality.
Step 2, the Google search rule. What is the Google search rule? Throughout the day, you Google random things, right? What is the weather tomorrow? How to fix a leaking sink? Best restaurants near me?
Yes, I Google about 20 things a day.
From now on, you are strictly forbidden from Googling in your native language. You must type every search query into Google in English.
Wow, that's a massive shift.
Think about the benefits. First, you have to practice building an English sentence just to type the question. Second, all the articles and videos that pop up will be in English. You're forcing yourself to consume English organically.
And the English internet is huge. If I search for how to fix a bicycle tire in English, I'll find thousands of videos, and I'll learn the vocabulary for tire, spokes, pump, without even using a dictionary.
Exactly. You're learning vocabulary in context because you actually need the information. Your brain absorbs it 10 times faster.
So my phone is in English, my Google is in English. What about my tasks?
Step 3 is the to-do list translation. If you write a to-do list for your day, write it in English.
Call the plumber, buy eggs and milk, finish the quarterly report.
Yes, just by changing these 3 digital habits, you have surrounded yourself with English for 8 solid hours without ever opening a textbook.
Okay, the workday is over. I'm tired. I come home, I eat dinner, and I collapse on the sofa. I want to turn my brain off.
And you should. Rest is important, but we can still use this time efficiently. What do you usually do on the sofa?
I usually watch Netflix, usually a comedy or a thriller.
Perfect. But we're going to change how you watch it. Most people put on an English movie, turn on the subtitles in their native language, and think they're studying.
But they're not studying. They're just reading their native language while English noise is happening in the background.
Exactly. The brain takes the easiest path. If the native language is on the screen, your brain ignores the English audio.
So I must turn off the subtitles completely. That sounds too hard. I won't understand the movie.
We compromise. You use the 10-minute active watch technique.
Tell me how it works.
For the very first 10 minutes of the show, you turn on English audio and English subtitles. No native language allowed.
Okay, English audio, English subtitles.
For those 10 minutes, you sit up straight, you pay close attention, you read the English words as the actors say them, you notice how they connect their words. If you see a great idiom, you whisper it out loud.
It's a 10-minute intense listening workout.
Yes, but after 10 minutes, your brain will be tired, so what do?
I'd pause the show and cry?
No, after 10 minutes, you turn off the subtitles entirely. You just watch the rest of the show with English audio, and you relax.
But what if I don't understand every word?
Let it go. You did your 10 minutes of active work. Now it's time for...
It is getting late, Luna. It is 10:30 p.m. I am brushing my teeth again.
Are you narrating your life in the mirror?
I am. I am brushing my teeth. I am so tired. I want to sleep.
Perfect. Now you get into bed. Before you close your eyes, we have the final and perhaps most powerful microhabit of the day.
The grand finale. What is it?
The one-sentence journal.
One sentence? That doesn't sound very grand.
Oh, but it is. Keep a small notebook and a pen on your bedside table, or use the Notes app on your phone. Every single night before you sleep, you must write exactly one sentence in English summarizing your day.
Just one?
Just one.
Today was very busy at work, but I had a great dinner.
That is perfect.
What if I want to write a whole paragraph?
You can, but the rule is a minimum of one sentence. The magic of the one-sentence rule is that it's so small you cannot make an excuse to skip it. Even if you're exhausted, even if you're sick, you can write one sentence.
Why right before bed?
Because of memory consolidation. Science shows that what you think about right before falling asleep is what your brain processes and stores while you dream.
So if my last thought is in English, my brain will organize those English files while I'm sleeping?
Yes, you are basically programming your subconscious mind. Many of my students who do this report that within a month they actually start dreaming in English.
Dreaming in English? That is the holy grail. That's when you know you are truly becoming fluent.
And it all starts with one sentence in a notebook. Jasper, I know you are a big fan of routines. Tell our listeners about the time you tried to implement a massive routine and how you learned this lesson the hard way.
Oh, I am the king of failing at routines. A few years ago, I decided I wanted to learn Spanish. I was so motivated. I watched a motivational video on YouTube, and I created the most insane schedule.
What did it look like?
I woke up at 5 a.m., I planned to do 1 hour of grammar exercises, then listen to a Spanish news podcast for an hour, then write a 2-page essay in Spanish every night.
That sounds like a full-time job.
It was. Day 1 was amazing. I felt like a genius. I drank 3 coffees and crushed it. Day 2, I was a little tired, but I pushed through.
And day 3?
Day 3, my alarm went off at 5 a.m. and I looked at it and said, "No, I hate Spanish. I hate grammar. I choose sleep." And I never opened the book again.
You burnt out in less than 72 hours.
Complete burnout. I felt like a failure, but I wasn't a failure. The system was just broken.
Exactly. You relied on motivation, but motivation is like a match. It burns very hot and then it goes out. You need habit. Habit is like a slow burning candle.
So I completely changed my approach. I threw away the 5 a.m. alarm. I started doing exactly what we talked about today.
You layered it.
Yes. I changed my phone to Spanish. When I walked my dog, I just named the things I saw in Spanish. Perro, árbol, coche. I listened to a 10-minute podcast while I cooked dinner.
And how did it feel?
It felt effortless because I wasn't stealing time from my day. I was just multitasking. And within 3 months, my listening comprehension exploded because I was touching the language every single day without ever sitting at a desk.
That is the power of the daily routine. Small hinges swing big doors.
Small hinges swing big doors. I love that quote. A tiny little habit opens up a massive world of fluency.
What a fantastic journey today, Jasper. Let's do a super fast recap of the daily English routine for our listeners to take home.
1. Morning. The first thought flip. Think your very first thought in English. Then be the bathroom narrator while brushing your teeth.
2. Commute. Turn your car into a gym. Do 5 minutes of out loud shadowing to a podcast.
Workday. Digital immersion. Change your phone language. Google everything in English and write your to-do lists in English.
Evening. The 10-minute active watch. Read the English subtitles intensely for 10 minutes, then turn them off and relax.
Nighttime. The one-sentence journal. Program your brain right before sleep.
It sounds like a lot, but it takes literally 0 extra hours out of your day. It's just a shift in mindset.
We want to challenge every single person listening to this right now.
Yes, the 7-day challenge.
We want you to commit to doing just one of these habits for the next 7 days. Don't try to do all 5, just pick one.
Go to the comments section below. Write down, "I accept the challenge. My daily habit will be," and tell us which one you chose. Are you going to be the bathroom narrator? Are you going to change your phone language?
Make the commitment public. We'll read your comments and cheer you on.
Remember, you do not need to study for 4 hours on Sunday. You just need to live in English a little bit every day.
Thank you for letting us be part of your routine today.
If this episode gave you a new perspective, please hit the like button. It supports the Core English podcast immensely.
Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next deep dive.
Keep layering, keep shadowing, and keep speaking.
See you next time, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye.